E for MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. It's 10 o'clock on Friday, the 5th of July, 2019. When we said we thought we were going to shake out some of Long's first targets were achieved, coming down into that, taking out 87 to 88. And we said be respectful of the 81.5. Target today could be this 82 to 78 range. Mission accomplished. No idea how much lower we can get today, but I will note we're about 20 points off of the news high. 15-minute chart that we've been watching has played out nicely. For the short side, we get trapped inside the green, red, blue lines, and target becomes the rain line if we can get there. This is another breakout down here. And potentially target 71.5. I was thinking if we could get to the 78s to 77s, we've done well. Anything goes down here as we're going through the prior day's range. And 73, 75, 74 is the low on Wednesday. And then obviously this third time through trade is the next key level, which I've got at 72s. So for now, anybody that has played short side and got away with this this last surge in IB, closing the gap, coming into the range, stops down, don't be the last one out of Dodge today. Because traders, day traders today will also want to take some profits, and that'll cause a bounce before we're done, in my opinion. And you can see these lows, which would be Wednesday's lows, are a 60 back. I felt today, if we could get ourselves to close that gap and get to 78, we've done well. I'm looking at, obviously, the washout high at the top. The 01 to 8 is still resistance. We can see the egregious nature, and yet this is not bearish. This is a profit-taking swing. Cannot get swayed by this and say, oh, this is terrible. This is a profit-taking swing, and rightfully so. Anybody wants to try the buy, we said you might need several tries today. We said intraday trend was down, but the bigger trend is up. It's about 20 off of that high, right? I've got the news bar. We said that was resistance until broken. I've got the high of that at 97.25. We'd say get paid in that 96, 97 area. That was a break. So we're about 20 points off of that. And I say, anybody that's played short against this, we've had a terrible time, we meaning shorts, coming backwards in the last week, certainly. So this is a pretty good overshoot of that middle, and I think right here is where we could run into trouble, just risk and reward if we're thinking too aggressively. Pre-market, that 85 zone, we said, make sure you're done 85s. So let's use this low minus a point or two. Let's call aggressive support now at 72 to 75 for the bounce. And if you take that out, then who knows where we're going. But shorts, we're in about a half an hour. May get one more short, but until we break 90 to 92, we're using that as our aggressive resistance now. Now let's use 72 aggressive support. Thank you, Zeke. Yeah, that Treasury market, Reed Armstrong, he had some pretty good thoughts on it too. We're kind of into this time is different ideas, according to him. Reed Armstrong for that, and he certainly knows more about it than I do. Maybe not more than Zeke. But we did what we wanted to do today, which was wash out all the Charlies. And we may be Charlie trying to buy today, but I think at some point here, the longs are going to dig in and say, okay. So we're gonna use a point or two just below this low, the 74, and I say, make sure you're paid coming into this green, this level green here. If we take that out, so be it. I'm wrong, but with a 20-pointer off this high, I think that's a good time to take some profits. Two-way day, we said. Bond market, biggest bubble in the largest of all markets. Yeah, I would have to agree with you, but you know a lot more about that than I do, Zeke. $75 to 72, our support zone for now. Potential targets, but I think got to rely on them if you're buying. And if you get a couple of points and it bleeds back, just take your stop. Shorts, anybody still shorting, don't give back 5 points to make one or two more. We said this 75, that chart we just showed off camera, that 75, 76 looks to be a big area. And those of you who want to hang out today, I'll be in and out probably, but you know, this is truly a get or done day. We said play IB and then, you know, try to get your VIG and then go play, start your weekend.